Here's your daily updates. Newsman Dennis Daly offers his take on the events of the day in another daily video blog.
Hi, and thanks again, everybody. This is an off-ramp sign in Victorville, California that signals the way to get to the Roy Rogers Dale Evans Museum. But I'm afraid if you take the off-ramp and head to the Roy Rogers Museum, you won't be able to find it here in Victorville. It was moved years ago to Branson, Missouri, and the property on which it sat was pretty valuable, very near the interstate, and now there's a huge shopping mall here. But in its heyday until the move to Branson in 2003, the museum in Victorville offered lovers of the King of the Cowboys and the Queen of the West a chance to look at the personal lives of Roy and Dale, see a chronicle of Roy's rise from an Ohio farm boy to one of the top entertainers in the world. As we saw when Roy was honored on This Is Your Life, the family never threw anything away, enhancing the museum, including the old Dodge car in which the family drove west.
Roy, hang on to your boots, because they're all here again. Look at here. Come here.
Rising from struggling radio singer in various country western groups, Roy Rogers eventually got some bit parts in westerns. By the end of World War II, he and Dale, whom he had married after the death of his first wife, were riding a huge wave of audience approval. Movies, radio, and television were the vehicles that made them famous. On a tour of the museum in 2001, I talked with Roy's son Dusty about the incredible merchandising ties Roy and Dale had with various companies.
Dad had over 400 products on the market at one time, and all of those products were sent to us. Any kind of clothing item, a toy item, breakfast food, everything all came to us to try out. So, it wasn't an exaggeration. We had Roy Rogers everything when we were
Is there anyone my age who did not own at least a Roy Rogers cap gun at one time?
I would think not.
Eventually, fewer people stopped on their way in Victorville from L.A. to Las Vegas, and in 2003, Dusty and the family moved the museum to Branson, Missouri. Finally, in 2009, that museum was closed. The memorabilia of two incredible careers was auctioned off. Roy had once told his son that eventually the fan base would begin to die out, and that was the time to finally shut her down. So the off-ramp still commemorates Roy Rogers and Dale Evans, and much of the heritage is here. But the Roy Rogers Dale Evans Museum is now a thing of the past. But still, when you stand here, if you let your mind wander, you can go back to a wonderful time, part of my childhood. I'm Dennis Daly with your Daily News Update.